Hi everyone, hope you are having a good day. If you watched my last video, you probably know I recently launched a new SaaS called LeanRush. Thanks to AI, it only took me 2 weeks to build the MVP, which would have taken me 2 months otherwise. In this video, I will share what process I used, and hopefully this will help you if you are building with AI. And if you are not, I'm telling you, you are missing out big time. The first step is coming up with an idea, which for me is Ahrefs for AI search results, basically a tool that gives you AI visibility. Now, if you just copy this idea and ask Cursor or Lovable to just build this, it will not work well. What you need to do is break your idea into multiple actionable items. In other words, you need a project manager. And for that, I use this AI tool called Manus. So here you can see first I gave a small description about my product, and then I asked what I want, which was a compelling marketing page that explains the whole product. And then I asked it to write a prompt for Lovable with some clean design and minor animations. And after that, you can see it did some thinking and finally gave me a file with a detailed prompt where it gave a project overview, the website purpose, all the design directions, color palettes, animations, all the page structure. Like writing all these by myself would have taken a long time, right? So I just copied the whole prompt and gave it to Lovable. And this is the first version it came up with, which honestly is not the best, as you will see. Yeah, so this is what it came up with. Not necessarily the best looking website, but I think I tried to make it look futuristic and stuff. So yeah, it wasn't working for me, so I did some customization. Yeah, so here you can see I gave it a screenshot of a different tool that I found on Dribble and asked it to make it look like this. And this is the version it came up with, which to me looked a lot better, right? I mean, it looks like a decent website now. But it didn't have the navbar, so I had to do some more customization. And I think after all that, this is the last I came up with. Looks decent, but I wasn't super fan of the theme, so I downloaded this code and used a separate theme. This is a great tool if you are using Shadcyan because it lets you build different themes for Shadcyan website. So if you go to examples, let's try it. So here you can see a lot of different examples. Moonlight Bloom, Doom 64, Amber Minimal. For me, I use this theme called Cyberpunk that I think goes well with what I was trying to accomplish. So yeah, after adding that theme and some minor customization, this is how it looks like. Now, once I had the marketing page, now was time to work on the dashboard, right? For that, I used a pretty similar method. So if you go to Manoj, I can show you the conversation. Yeah, so this was the prompt. Now let's start working on the dashboard. Let's now only focus on the UI and we'll do the functionality later. This is a very cool hack. Don't try to do front end and back end together. It will mess things up. Focus on UI first, and once you're happy with the UI, you can work on the functionality. So I just described what I want in the dashboard and asked it to write a prompt for Lovable. And same as before, it gave me a detailed description for Lovable. But the problem was it had too many features that I didn't want for the MVP. So I asked it to take a step back. And after that, it gave me a different prompt, which I believe had a lot less features. And I copied this and pasted in Lovable. Okay, so I think we are here and we can see all the pages. So this was the dashboard page. Okay, so this was the dashboard it came up with. Looks very nice, right? I love the UI and looks very clean. Now, if you compare this with the dashboard I ended up launching, you will be disappointed because we don't have nearly as many things. But I think eventually our dashboard will also look kind of like this as we add more and more features and functionalities. And speaking of functionalities, now let's talk about the backend. For most app, you primarily have two different kind of functionalities. You have your core feature and then you have your complementary feature. For Linrush, the core features were branded keywords, AI question and answers, and competitive analysis, right? These are the features user pay you for. And then you have your complementary features, things like authentications, settings, subscriptions, different CRUD operations. These complementary features are needed to run the app, but this is not necessarily why users will pay for your tool, right? So when it came to building the functionality, I wanted to write the core features myself so I have the full control over the code base, especially since these features require a lot of AI API calls, and if you don't do it right, it might get very expensive. And for complementary features like authentications and settings, I knew AI could easily handle that, so I delegated that to Manus and Lovable. And I wrote the whole scenario where first Lovable will handle the authentication and Lovable will store the brand information in the database, because I know I have to make ChatGPT API calls to extract the keywords from the brand, and then I will use Lambda to generate keywords for the brands. And these are the things Lovable do, this will Lambda do, this will Lovable do, right? This worked really well because it gave a very clear instruction to the AI what your expectations are and what it needs to achieve, right? So same as before, I think I added some more information and then it gave me the prompt for Lovable. So same as before, I copied the whole prompt and gave it to Lovable, and it did a really good job handling all the features that I asked it to. One thing I should mention, initially I thought I will use Lambda for the custom backend functions, but later I realized I'm using Superbase for almost everything, like database and authentication. So why not just use Superbase edge functions, right? And that's what I ended up doing. So if I show you, so these are all the edge functions I have. This one is responsible for checking subscription. This one generates the keywords. This one generates the questions. This one generates the answers. And after all that, this is the final version where in the dashboards you can see AI conversations. So this is a chat for Notion. You can see the AI asked what is the best note-taking software for Mac users, and this is the answer it gave it. Go to keywords, add more keywords, and go to billing. This account is on a trial period. Settings, you add your photos, profile information, update your brand information. So yeah, that's all for this video. And if you are looking to get AI visibility for your products, make sure to join Linrush waitlist and get a 40% off for your first 3 months subscription. That's all I have for this video. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.